there is a lot of work to be done. There's reason to feel like, oh, we're taking 10 steps backward, we're making, incremental progress. And that's true. The elections were not perfect. There is no perfect system. The United States, with over 200 and something years worth of democratic experiment, still says that we're working towards a more perfect union. And that is the spirit upon which we would approach Nigeria's tomorrow after today. For me, and this is a charge to young people, to millennials and Gen Zs scattered across this country, the work of building a prosperous country is not a 100-meter dash. It's not even a marathon. It is a way of life. Sitting beside elders like Owagu here, who have been part of the struggle for a long time, it's a proof that there is a generational passing of the baton for another generation to take on the work of building democracy and delivering the country that we truly desire. And in doing so, what this period has also taught us is that we cannot assume that our lived experience is the experience of every other person. And we must realize that even though we are fortunate to be educated and we can realize and think in certain ways, that there are vulnerable youths, there are high-risk youths, right, who don't have the opportunities that we have. And their worldview, their perspective to what is going on in Nigeria is totally different. But we must call out those we must call out. We must commend those we must commend. To those who have continued to peddle tribal bigotry, to those who have continued to divide us along religion and tribal lines, we say to you that please, it has to stop. The elections have come and gone. This is the time for us to reach out and heal the divide. Everywhere around the world, what happens is that during the contestation for power, we say a lot of things. We try a lot of things. We do everything to win. But after winning comes bridge building. And that is what I'm asking those who have been elected. Yeah, there may be people who may disagree. I like the analysis that our elder here gave, that you have 8 million people who have elected a president-elect, and you have another 14 million who chose 2 different people. So if you go on the street, you probably meet 5 people from the 14 million, and you meet another 5 people from the 8 million. What it means is that these 2 communities or these 2 groups have different experiments or different experiences. And that is what we must take into the Nigeria of tomorrow after this election. Clearly, we're not happy. The standards that were set, some of the guidelines that were set, were not followed. But this is my last take. We will not bow out at this time. We will not sit this out. When people like, Cynthia and Samson and myself and plenty other young people across the country moved to get the Not Too Young to Run bill passed, we didn't do that thinking that was the silver bullet that would change the country. When we came back and said we needed to get electoral reforms done, we knew that it was just a part of the process to the change that we desire. 2023 is for us to test this idea. We have seen who we are as a people, what we have become as a people. 2027 is another opportunity. Even before then, we have elections down the road. But what we're going to do is that those who have made promises, whether the way you came in was perfect or not, we're going to follow those promises, we're going to hold you accountable, and we're going to ensure that our generation delivers something that is better than what we have been given. And to the elders, I say this finally, please do not pass your hate to us. We will not inherit your problems, we will not inherit your wars. We have a country to build, we have a nation to build, we have a continent to lead, and we have a world to heal. Nigerian youths, come on now. Let's get together. It is still possible. We can get it done. Yes, we can. And God bless you. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.